Hey, what's up? My name's Matt Taylor. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for the Silo D&D group, and today we're talking about dungeons and doors and how to make those things deadly.
Tavern Talk!
As with all my product reviews, I don't get paid whatsoever to do the review, and any thoughts and feelings expressed in this video are 100% my own and are intended to be helpful from one DM to the next, conveying information and knowledges and hopefully a little bit of wisdom. So, this is Deadly Dungeon Doors from Dreadful Dungeons, written by Glenn Cooper. And the first thing I love about this product is the title and cover art. The title with the triple D's, the alliteration, just makes it sound ominous and dangerous, like the danger itself is coming from deep within, straight from the gonads. And the cover art, I'm a sucker for good art, and it definitely looks like time and budget was put into the cover. It's the kind of thing that you would want a hardback copy of, and I love that. Deadly Dungeon Doors is a D&D supplement intended for 5th edition, and because of the depth that the supplement goes into in its door creation, I think it would be more pain than pleasure turning this into, or converting it into previous editions. But for 5th edition, I'm really impressed with how detailed it is, and how compatible and play-tested, honestly, that it seems to be. It looks like everything in it just works really well within the balancing of 5th edition. Because of the length of this supplement, I'm going to start at the beginning and just work our way down and go from cover to cover. So, here we go! There's an introduction at the beginning of the content that explains how to use the supplement and referencing all the rules already established relating to doors and inside the Dungeon Master's Guide from Wizards of the Coast. And it introduces the concept of toughness, of door toughness, a new term that the supplement uses as a door's armor class and health. You do really need to know how toughness works in order to understand how the rest of the supplement works as far as building doors goes, but once you got that understood and unlocked, there's actually a couple pages I think that I felt are skippable towards the end of the introduction, getting you closer to the content that you're really looking for. The writing style of this supplement that Glenn Cooper went with is very conversational, but without rambling on, which makes it a lot of fun to read and very easy to read, honestly. It gets you the information quickly, and I appreciated this because I felt like my time was being respected. I didn't have to dig and trudge through a lot of unnecessary writing to get to the parts that, I'm trying to, like if I'm trying to prep, I don't have to dig through a lot of just, fluff to get to the useful bits. There's a section of pre-generated doors that are intended for speedy use, I would imagine, broken up into themes: Death Trap, the Mines, the Tomb, Treasure Vault, and the Volcano. To me, I gotta be honest, the themes as categories aren't super helpful. I kind of would much rather see categories like Wizard's Keep, Nobleman's Castle, Elven's Sanctuary, and that sort of things that are kind of more broad stroke that can be applied to a lot of different uses. For pre-generated doors at least. Because the purpose of pre-generated doors to me is for, very quick, like zero prep time usage. And if I can't just look at a list of categories and directly apply my situation to one of those categories very quickly, then it just defeats the purpose, I think, of the pre-generated stuff. If I was doing like a one-shot, or if there's like a DM that just like has a policy of no prep time, then this is perfect. But I think that this is not exactly the reason why this supplement exists. I think that honestly this should probably not come so early in the supplement and should be pushed a little bit further back. I think the true purpose comes in with the random dungeon doors section. Once you get to the random dungeon door section, this is really where things get really interesting and honestly really fun. This is, I think, what this supplement was meant to do, is to generate these random doors. So in this section, you'll find 13 pages of tables designed to give you every aspect and detail you would need and could want for the doors in your campaign. The supplement claims that there are over 6 million possible combinations, and while I haven't done the math myself, I am very satisfied with the level of depth that of detail that the supplement goes into, down to the scratch marks on the door. The only downside to this particular part is that it does add to your prep time, and depending on how detailed you want to get, it could add a good bit to your prep time. But man, is it cool how immersive the level of detail that these tables go into, and just kind of guide you through in your dungeon door creation. The biggest thing I think is that you don't have to remember to think about all the things that you got to include anymore in order to have immersive door descriptions. The supplement does all of the thinking for you. Basically, it gives you a list of menus. And you can either roll on those tables, on those menus, or if you're anything like me, you can just read through it and pick exactly what you want in order for it to be catered specifically to your campaign and to your PCs and in their particular situation. The details you get from this section of charts include dungeon door materials like wood and stone, dungeon door types like barred doors, jammed doors, locked doors, regular doors, secret dungeon doors, hidden dungeon doors, and if you're anything like me, then you're thinking, what's the difference between a hidden dungeon door and a secret dungeon door? And one of the problems I found with the supplement is that there's no distinction made in the section itself. And I was baffled. I had no idea what to do about a secret dungeon door, because a hidden door it makes sense to me, but a secret door, isn't a hidden door a secret door by definition, I guess? But then later on, there is a glossary section that defines what each of these things is. And what you'll see is that a hidden dungeon door is a door that is obscured by an object like a piece of furniture, and a secret door is one that is designed to look like a wall or a floor or a ceiling or something like that. All the different kinds of locks that you would need, and traps. Whoa, the traps, man. Both magical and mechanical, with 20 different kinds of traps. Then the last page of charts are oddities or properties, details of the doors, a faint glow, claw marks, those kinds of things. All of the different sections provide you enough detail to determine the difficulty challenges to find, open, and disarm the doors. And honestly, because of how impressive and exciting this section is, and it being everything you ever wanted to immerse your players, I'm surprised it doesn't come earlier in the supplement. This seems like this was the reason this whole thing was made. And so I personally would want this to go earlier, like sooner, like specifically before the pre-generated doors. If you're playing D&D at a physical table, the supplement provides, as you can see, a printable character sheet for the awesome doors that you create. If you're playing on a virtual tabletop like myself, then you've got everything you need to generate some awesome and immersive doors, but it doesn't come with any like Fantasy Grounds integration. So if you want to automate that yourself, you're going to have to build it yourself. As I mentioned earlier, there is a glossary towards the end of the supplement that compiles a list of relevant rules from Wizards of the Coast, as well as important definitions that are specific to the Deadly Dungeon Doors supplement. However, the glossary is not in alphabetical order, and I don't know why this is. Also, towards the end of the supplement, you'll see that there are 7 legendary dungeon doors, and these are just pure fun that might give you some inspiration for building your own legendary doors. Or if you're made of pure evil, you could just take all 7 of these doors and throw them at your players all at the same time. After this, you'll see a fully worked example of a randomly rolled door from the tables. The charts themselves, not gonna lie, can seem a bit overwhelming as far as, okay, I've rolled on this table, now I need to roll on which table next. And there is a kind of a guide chart to follow, but even that can still be a little bit daunting. Following this, having this as a sample to use as a guide was really, really helpful for me. And because of that, I think honestly that this should be this should come in right as the random dungeon door section starts. Now, the other thing I want to mention about this product is the artwork. It's a lot of fun. Now, I don't think I would necessarily show my players these images whenever they come up during session. What you can do, though, is whenever you purchase this product, you also get a handful of Photoshop files that you can go in and add color, and you can change them up on your own. And so every door that you create can be like 100% unique. So all those 6 million options that the supplement boasts from earlier, you can have 6 million different visual aids to go with it. If you are willing to take the time and go into the Photoshop document and just adjust it a little bit and add some color maybe. This is honestly an incredibly valuable asset, I think, to any dungeon master that's looking to improve the immersion level for their players. And any criticism that you're hearing from me, honestly, is just from a desire to make something that's already great just a little bit greater. Deadly Dungeon Doors is available on the Dungeon Masters Guild for $3.95 at the making of this video, and personal opinion is worth every penny. One of the benefits that you get with the supplement is that the author provides updates. It's a living document. It's a living product, so that means that the author is constantly updating and changing this based off of feedback and reviews to improve it. And purchasers get these updates absolutely free. So by the time this video is posted and makes it to your eyeballs, some of the things that I've even criticized might have been changed and improved on. Now, I will say this. I don't think that this supplement is for absolutely everyone. For new DMs, for instance, I think that they should focus more on the world building guides and the simple immersion tips that are included in the core rule books from the Dungeon Master's Guide and Player's Handbook from Wizards of the Coast. But for experienced DMs, or honestly, any DM that's looking to vastly improve their game and further immerse their players in the incredible world of magnificent things that you've created for them, then Deadly Dungeon Doors is a supplement that will prove invaluable to you as it will be to me. I plan on using this thing all the time. All right, that's it for this Tavern Talk. Thanks for watching the video, and if I helped you in any way with your decision making, then consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with your friends and fellow DM buddies. And good luck on your adventures.